What's up, Taurus? Kendrick from Providence Tarot here to give you your messages. Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm using the Morgan Grid Tarot. Oh, the Justice card came up in reverse for some of you guys, so it has to do with like maybe a relationship or some friendships or some things that you feel like maybe a situation isn't fair, or maybe you're trying to bring fairness back to a situation. You may be feeling imbalanced and trying to recalibrate in some kind of way. You know, it could have to even do with the lower back, so you might be having some problem with your lower back or your hips, okay? Some of you need to really think about your kidneys, so also think about drinking a little bit more water and being a little bit more health conscious, right? Because we are thinking about the level of consciousness here with what we truly want and we truly need. With the Justice card, are your needs getting met? And are you actually living up to the responsibilities of, you know, your obligations? Like, are you doing the things that you need to do? Are you leading by example, right? Are you creating your karma by tapping into your personal power to balance things out in your life that you feel like are imbalanced? You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. The Justice card in Libra is very fierce and intense. You could be dealing with Gemini, you could be dealing with Libra, you could definitely be dealing with Aquarius with this card, right? Because it's an 11, like the 11th house of Aquarius. It's that symbol like 1 and 1, which is Gemini, and it's also, you know, the Justice card, so it's Libra. But we're thinking about the truth in a situation. You also might be feeling like you're being lied to, right? Somebody's using the power of truth, but using it in the wrong way because it was in reverse. But, you know, I flipped it up because we like upright over here. But I'm still going to read that. So it's there. So this is a relationship for some of you guys. So let's see what the relationship means. For some of you, it could be marriage. For some of you, it could be not marriage. For some of you, it could be calling off a divorce. Or you might be feeling like you don't want to get married to somebody that wants to get married to you. Let's go ahead and flip it over and see what's going on. Taurus, the world. Okay, so the world is talking about completion, right? And Saturn is actually exalted in Libra. So it does talk about some form of completion or going through with something and experiencing some kind of karma that you feel like is bringing an imbalance into your life. Or you just might be feeling like there's a sense of completion that you are feeling, right? It's also kind of like success, okay? The Justice card and the World card together is very much like an exalted energy. So it's kind of like you are realizing the responsibility that you have in your relationships to kind of like make them better and also be sort of like a mentor, right? It is leading by example. It is showing the world. It is letting people see. It is kind of like just being aware of how people view you, right? And not just like, what do people think of me, but kind of like people might be looking up to you in a way that you don't actually think that they are. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you're like, wow, I'm feeling the strength of this, or I'm feeling the power of this. Okay, let me just go ahead and flip over the other card. It's the Fool. Okay, so it's Uranus. And it's talking about changes that might be happening in relationships, right? Because the Fool is Uranus. And Uranus is talking about like shakeups and things that just occur that were like very unexpected. And Uranus is actually in your sign right now, okay? And Uranus is in its fall in Taurus because it's exalted in Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with Libra, you could be dealing with Aquarius, yeah, that type of thing, or Saturn, okay, and yeah, definitely with Aquarius, because the World and the Fool both kind of rule the same sign, definitely, and the Justice card is in 11. So let's go ahead and flip over the last, or the third card. Okay, so this is Cancer energy. It's Mercury in Cancer, so it's thinking about how you feel about the changes that you might be experiencing emotionally, right? Or the feelings that might be leading you to want to make a move in some kind of way, whether they are like in the direction of getting together with someone or in the direction of coming apart with somebody. But it's like you need to talk to your friends about this, right? And you need to talk to your kids about this too, some people, right? So it's kind of like, what are you thinking about doing? Where are you thinking about going? How do you feel about a situation? You know, And some of you actually could just be saying that you want to move out. You know, you could be telling your roommates that you want to move out, or you could be telling your parent that you've been living with that you're really ready to move out, because the Fool is kind of like going on its own journey, you know, on its own. It's like, oh, I'm free. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, you know, be outside of the box and be eccentric, whereas the world is kind of like very fixed energy, because all of these are fixed. And it's something that probably hasn't changed in a long time that now is changing, right, in some kind of way. Or, you know, it's just a dynamic, some sort of shift in the dynamic. It could be with work, it could be with family or relationships. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Something that you are involved with that that definitely influences your relationships and your family. The Three of Cups is here saying, you know, just kind of like be more open to like experiencing the hope and the optimism that faith brings. Because when you have faith and when you think about all of the things in life that don't have to actually be as heavy as they seem, because you do have faith, then, you know, it just makes you a little bit stronger, and it kind of gets you closer to the goal that you, or the thing that you want to see happen for you, right? That's going to satisfy your needs and make you feel secure and comforted. Okay, so yeah, there's some endings happening here. The World card is here, but then you have the Ten of Swords, and that is just kind of like saying, like, you know, there's some completions, there's some endings. This is a Sun in Gemini, so this could be talking about children, or this could be talking about Gemini energy. Someone could be getting engaged, or someone could be getting married, or someone could be like, you know, thinking that their freedom is now done because now they're having kids, or somebody might be having a child or something like that, because the Three of Cups is related to the Empress, right? And the Three of Cups is related to the Queen of Cups, and that's very much like nurturing mother energy. If any of you are dealing with like your mother, losing your mother or anything like that, I'm very sorry. I feel for you, and definitely not during Cancer season. It's just terrible to have to go through something like that. So God bless you. But let me go ahead and flip over these other cards so I can see where they're going. Taurus, the Moon. Okay, that's the mother, and that's nurturing. So, you know, mom might be actually making a decision to like go, or, you know, the Moon is also talking about feeling emotionally isolated. So the children could be feeling emotionally isolated right now, or the mom could be feeling emotionally isolated, or child and mother could be feeling isolated from each other in some kind of way. Taurus, you could be dealing with Sagittarius as well, which is talking about the goal. You know what I mean? You could be feeling disappointed because like a goal that you wanted to achieve maybe didn't happen, and that's why the Moon is also here, because it's talking about going in to yourself to sort of like reflect on an experience. Okay, and the Moon could also be talking about an opportunity or a missed opportunity, something almost being there, something almost getting there. And this could also be like a relationship for some of you, like maybe I could have almost been married to this person. Maybe you're seeing that this person has gotten engaged to somebody, and you're like, wow, we're done. I cannot even like think of myself being with this person, because like they're getting married now. Like all the chances are done. So it could be like that for some of you guys and gals out there. The Moon is also just kind of like, you know, there was a side of the situation that I didn't see, or that I wasn't able to see, because I was kind of like dealing with all of these other things that were occurring. You know, my emotions may have been distracting me from being able to see the truth in some kind of way, right? So let's see what's in the back of this Three of Cups. Okay, so this is a very good, successful card, being Jupiter and Leo. So Jupiter and Leo, you know, this could be a male, right? Or some sort of like masculine energy in your life that could just be living very exuberantly. Or this could be like someone showing their appreciation for you at work. Maybe work is going well, but other things are kind of like not doing as well right now. Or this could just kind of be like, you know, feeling like you've done your part, or feeling like you've done all that you can do, or you're taking pride in what you brought to the table, or what you offered, right? Or what you kind of upheld, right? Because this is kind of like upholding your end of the bargain here with the Six of Wands, whatever that means for you all. So it could be saying that you're taking pride in stepping up, or taking the accountability to act responsibly in some kind of way. So, you know, that could be something. You might just be feeling like an overwhelming sense of self-pride, because you did something that might have intimidated you, but you allowed yourself to kind of like face it head on. And now you feel like you're going to feel the satisfaction of that, and the beauty of taking action. Anyway, Thank you so much. If you'd like to get a reading with me, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. Definitely follow me on YouTube and follow me on Instagram. It's Providence Tarot on both of those platforms, but my personal account is NYC Kendrick, okay? I will talk to you all soon. Bye.